Hi.
Hello.
Hello. All right. Good day, everybody. It's Friday. I think. Yeah, it's Friday.
I know, went by fast.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what every day is Saturday to me. So
Right? Me too. Sorry.
okay, so today we are going to be talking about conspiracies, or is it the truth? So I'm Rainey and this is Ray, and we are talking freely. So
Welcome,
today
welcome.
we'll be talking about all kinds of stuff, just different things that have been on the news, um, conspiracies, whatever. And I grabbed a few videos that I just thought we could watch and then get an honest reaction of what we really think about um, what's going on in this world that
Very
we live
good.
in. Craziness. I mean, between we got Epstein
Mm.
files been released, and that's just wild to me. Um, all the stuff that's finally coming out, the truth of all these celebrities and Hollywood and who's been involved and these poor kids that have been used and abused and you know makes you wonder all those missing kids back, you know,
They
where did
say
they end up?
400,000 kids go missing every year.
That's
Now,
insane.
that doesn't seem real. And why don't we hear that on the news every single day? It's
Yep.
terrifying, terrifying. And then you're told to, you know, just believe them. It's not true. It's not true. Now it's coming out. It is true.
Yep. All those Nickelodeon kids, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And then when you look at, like, Epstein Island, the above view of it, and then in comparison to the Nickelodeon logo,
Ugh.
it's the same design, the
Yeah.
same format. So, yeah, I mean, it's things like that. It's like everything is just so, like, weird. Everything's weird now. It's like the more you find out, it's like, and I think they kept all this stuff and they used to say people couldn't handle it if they knew the truth, and now that the truth is slowly coming out, like the aliens, UFOs, all that stuff, or they kept denying all that stuff in the past and now everything's starting to come out. So interesting, very interesting.
When you really start paying attention and you have time to pay attention, there's some mortifying things that you find out. And
Hmm.
I think I didn't pay attention. And then COVID happened, and I started really looking into things. And then some things were just so extremely absurd that I was like, there's no way that could be true. And then it comes out that it is true. You're like, oh, true again. And the next one, you're like, oh, true again. And then
Hmm.
finally, you're like, I better listen. If they say it one or two or three more times, like, this is going to be the next thing coming out. And
Yeah.
now it's coming out.
And it's funny too, like everybody would be like, "Oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist, blah blah blah," but it's like, "Hello,
Mhm.
everyone that's been a conspiracy theorist is the ones that are actually awake,
Right.
and the
Right.
ones that are woke are the ones that are in denial of all of this
Yes.
stuff." You
Yes.
know? And so it's like whether it's a right or a left thing, I think it's just a matter of what you believe. I don't think it's you don't have to be one or the other uh political stance. It's just open your freaking eyes and pay
Right.
attention, you
Right.
know?
I find it very interesting that when we decide whether we're left or right or how we think and a new thing comes out, it seems that the general population on the left agrees together and the general population on the right agrees
Mhm.
together. But when you really look at it, there's really a gray area in most of them. They're like,
Mhm.
yes, we can talk about that and we could actually come to some kind of agreement. But when it comes to harming children, sex trafficking, like there's no gray area. And somebody needs to say, I will go against my party if that's what it is. I mean, if I
Oh
found
yeah.
out, yeah, if I found out this was happening, which I think it's both sides. I think the government's corrupt and evil, and I think the rich are also. It is just
Mhm.
what it is. You can't be happy with what you have. It's always more and more and more and more. But the hurting and trafficking. Like, I would never get behind that, you know, and I
It's
don't want
just
to be.
disgusting when
Yeah.
you really think about everything and the people who you maybe, like, idolize, not wanna say idolize, but, you kinda respect it as an actor or an actress, and it's like and you really like watching their movies and stuff, and then it's like and then you find out their their part or especially like this whole, um, pizza, the mention of the word pizza,
Oh,
you
Pizzagate.
know,
Yeah.
Pizzagate and stuff like that. Um, I don't wanna get into that part yet because I have a video on that, but let first, you know, let's talk about what's really going on right now with the whole, um, current thing, which is Erica Kirk and the whole thing with the Charlie thing. And I wanna play this video because it just really I think this video right here opened a lot of eyes. People who were probably on the fence of whether they wanted to believe her or not, or believe in what Candace was saying. Because this video right here says a whole lot of what's going on with her.
Okay.
Just my opinion, but um, let's watch it. It might be a little long. I can pause if we have, if you want to say something. Um, 'Cause I might too. But, yeah, this is crazy, and I'm sure a lot of people have probably already seen this, but, this is just our take on this.
Okay.
Sorry, this is a little bit more informal than probably Charlie would be reacting. How sweet! I didn't know they could do that. I hate Zoom. I never liked Zoom. Sorry, you guys. I just wanted to say first and foremost, my
I missed the first part of it, but she was all excited about the little thumbs up emojis on the video. "Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh, look at the emojis." Let me go back to the beginning. Okay.
There you go. Oh, look at all the thumbs up. Look how cute that is. Sorry, this is a little bit more informal than probably Charlie would be reacting. How sweet! I didn't know they could do that. I hate
5 days
Zoom.
after
I
he
never liked
died.
Zoom. Sorry, you guys. I just wanted to say first and foremost, my heart obviously is broken for you guys as much as it is for our family. You guys lost not only a boss, but someone that you looked up to, someone that you believed in his mission, that you also that you loved. You loved listening to his show.
If you guys do need anything, please reach out to whoever you know to reach out to. And pray with one another, be there with one another, be soft with one another. Everyone grieves differently. So if someone's acting weird, don't read into that. Uh,
Like you.
Weddings and funerals bring out the weirdest side in people. Just, anyone who's been married knows that. And so don't read into that. Just love on each other. Deep breaths. Usha, I just wanted to share this with you all. I asked her when we were on the tarmac. I said, I don't know how to get through this. And she said, when you're on an airplane, and some of you have kids will really relate to this. Others that don't, you've been on a plane with kids, so you can also relate to this. But she said, when you're on an airplane and you're 15 minutes before landing and the kids are going crazy and you have 15 minutes left on the plane and they're throwing their toys and they're screaming and you're thinking to yourself, am I going to make it through these next 15 minutes? And then the plane lands. And Usha said, you're going to make it through those next 15 minutes. And then that was 15 minutes up. And so I just want to share that with you because it was a very private moment.
So private that she's sharing it with everybody now. And no, I can't relate to that 15 minutes. I've never really noticed that kind of behavior on a plane whenever we're getting ready to land. Have you?
No, I get her point, but
Yeah.
I definitely get her point in having very recently dealt with a dear loss. I understand I get the point,
Yeah,
but it's just
I
such a
understand.
personal moment. I'm going to share it with the whole world.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like it's just a weird analogy. I
Yeah,
mean, I
yeah,
but as far as that goes, but I mean, as
yeah,
far as 15 minutes, just got to get through every 15 minutes. I can understand that, but
right.
in, comparison to a child on a plane, you got to get through that 15 minutes, I to land. That just is weird. It's just a weird analogy. But
Yeah, I can agree with you.
all right, moving on.
But it gave me some peace to know that we can just do this 15 minutes at a time. So if that means at work when you're feeling a little bit sad, take those 15 minutes and you'll be okay. We're all gonna be okay. I love you guys. And we're gonna make sure that we honor my husband so well that this whole world knows what his vision was and will be. And it's just I feel so blessed and honored. Have a great meeting. Is there anything else that you need to add? So you guys are loved. Love this little film with all the birds. It's so cute. So sweet. God bless you all.
Blessed and honored. That is crazy work as adjectives. I mean, I don't really know what to say.
Yeah, I don't know what to say either, Candace.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know how she does it. I'll tell you that. Just I didn't even personally know him, and it was
Mm-mm.
gut wrenching. I wouldn't be able to. Well, she has great strength to do all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just. And then even further into that whole Zoom call, she was talking about like, if you need to talk to anybody, be sure you use our counselors or people, like they want to keep it in-house. It's like don't talk to anybody outside of any of here because, we don't want anybody else to be involved. We got to control the narrative of what people are talking about. That's kind of what I'm getting from it. To me, I kind of feel like everything's become kind of cultish in that TPUSA. I just feel like since she has taken over and now, and then there was so much more to that video, and that was just a part of it. But like her talking about um basically everything that you've been doing now and up to this point is all going to change. It's all changing to what she's changing it.
Within a turning point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everything's changing the way she's gonna have it ran. So
So
basically,
her husband's direction and what he's doing isn't what she's going to be doing. She's changing it up.
that's what it sounds like to me.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what
Crazy.
happens.
So yeah, I don't know. And then the whole thing with the whole halftime show.
Hmm.
So for Sunday, the Super Bowl, because Bad Bunny is playing the Super Bowl halftime show, and,
Yes.
a lot of people not happy about that. I don't know who the guy is. I've never even heard of him. But TPSA, they real in like, I don't know, 4 artists, 3 of which I don't really know who they are other than now they've got Kid Rock headlining, which is really a disappointment that he agreed to do that. Um, my opinion, because I really like Kid Rock, but this I kind of figure, he's a big Trump supporter, so of course they're gonna go
Absolutely.
ask him and he agrees to do it, and hoping they get someone big like him that's gonna draw a lot of people over to watch their halftime thing, which is just being aired on different media channels like YouTube and Rumble and um whatever. I don't know.
The same
Um
platforms. They're the same platforms you had to watch, like Trump speeches and things, because mainstream media wouldn't even put the president of the United States speeches online. So you would have to go to YouTube or to
mhm.
whatever.
Yeah, so it's like are people really gonna actually just like change the channel and go flip over to one of those others? Are they gonna pick up their phone and, watch YouTube? I believe probably people are gonna stay on the Super Bowl. I mean, you're gonna watch the halftime, whether you like it or not, or that's the perfect opportunity to get up, get some food, go to the bathroom, go out, smoke, whatever these people do during halftime if they don't wanna watch it. I don't I don't think a lot of people will actually. I would hope that they don't tune into this mess that they're creating.
Well, I have a thought on that. I think a lot of people will because they're asking them to. Okay. I don't know what it started in the beginning when they announced Bad Bunny. And these are the controversy that I heard with Bad Bunny is um first he's I believe Puerto Rican. Sorry if I got that wrong. But they're saying, okay, we're going to all about USA, America first. Why don't you have an American artist? But he speaking Spanish, and he said, I think he's only doing it in Spanish. And it was like 3 months ago when he said it, and he's like, y'all have 3 months to learn Spanish. And people are saying, like, no, this is America. We want an American singer. We want is whatever. I mean, that to me is trivial back and forth on that stupid stuff. That is so childish. But now he's going to be wearing a dress to honor LGBTQYCMP. I don't know. And
XYZ.
huh?
XYZ.
Yeah. So he's gonna be wearing a dress. So that's the controversy.
Hmm.
I personally feel that over the years, and even when you started being awake and seeing how demonic the halftime shows were, or the Olympic shows, or all of these grand performances, like they're very demonic. And you think, is it demonic, or are they just trying to push the limit, But then when you really look into it, it's like, oh no, that's pretty demonic.
Mhm.
And then so a lot of people have been turning away from the halftime shows in general because
Mhm.
of that. And so they decided to do their own halftime show. So I think for moral ground, there will be a lot that will turn away. I just know that it's supposed to be. My husband was saying too. It's supposed to be one of the family time. You're with your kids. You're with cousins, and everybody's coming over, and you're eating and watching football, whether your team's in it or not. And then even when they had Jennifer Lopez, and it was like crotch shot the whole time when she's in a uni, and it's like, really, come on. And
Mhm.
then they had the hedonistic one where they had the big guy. He was a big chubby guy, and he had all that fruit like he was on a platter or something. And
Oh,
I don't know if that was for the Olympics or was it for the whatever.
that was the Olympics.
Okay.
That
So that's what they're saying. Like, this is what they're doing. They're putting out all this demonic stuff, and morally, you have to take a stance. And I
Mhm.
personally am not, I guess I'm not a very good Christian when it comes to that kind of stuff because I feel you shield yourself. But I will personally not tune into the halftime because I don't want to support the NFL for that. And I find it absolutely amusing that you have football, which is like the biggest guy thing you can get. And you're having this guy who's going to come out in a dress.
Mhm.
And, are all the football players like, yeah, I'm fine with it, man. We have to accept each other. And it's like, yeah, I get it. Accept each other. But at the same time, is that what America wants to watch at halftime? I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah. I don't. We don't really watch any of the football games. I mean, usually, we might have it on for the the Super Bowl, but half the time I never even watch the halftime shows because I'm just not interested in the whoever's performing.
Hmm.
If it was somebody that I like, I would probably watch, but I don't think I'm gonna tune into either one, honestly.
Yeah, I
I
do
don't wanna
watch.
give Keep USA the satisfaction of my
No, I
deal.
know I feel a little bit different about them now for sure. But we always watch the Super Bowl. And my mom, she grew up in Illinois, so it was the Bears, and she moved to San Francisco, just outside San Francisco. And one year the 49ers were going to be in the Super Bowl, and they were playing a Super Bowl party at her house. And she said then they didn't get in the 49ers didn't get in the Super Bowl. So everyone was saying, okay, we're not coming. And she's like, why aren't you coming? And they're like, well, San Francisco didn't get in the Super Bowl. Like, why would you have a party? And she's like, I'm from Chicago. We're never in the Super Bowl. Like, you just have a party. It's like we
Mhm.
never try to wait for our team to get in. We would never
Yeah.
party. So, but I think we do that. We do like the Super Bowl. We always have our favorite foods or drinks that we make for Super Bowl, but it's hard to get behind it. And in past years, when they were doing the whole woke thing, and we did turn it off, or we didn't turn it on. So, you know, if it
Mhm.
helps with numbers, my quiet little not watching it and moving to something else, then yeah, I will do that. But it's not going to kill us if we turned the TV off and went and did something and never even watched it. But you know,
Right.
not that interested.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's like I just feel like at this point, I mean, when I first heard about it for, in the beginning, I was like, oh, well, I'll probably watch it. But now my opinions of TPUSA have changed. And so I'm not supporting them anymore. Um, I think the whole thing is sad the way everything has gone. And, uh, um, I feel like they're turning into a cult. I feel like it's all about, um, manipulating people and to get their money, their donations. I mean, she oh, God, I wish I would have got a clip that talked about the money thing, um, because on that Zoom call, that's all she was talking about was like, "Oh my god, we raised so much money. We had 275,000 people that came to." It was like the biggest event. She called it an event, not a memorial, an event. And then, um, they raised over $200,000 in merch and and then in whatever the donations were. There was a video, oh gosh, maybe I can, oh, this guy, I can't think of his name, but oh my god, he did a parody of the whole thing, and I should have I should have done that one because it was like, like you have someone that's there that's like, "Oh my god, her husband just died." You'd think that should be upset and blah blah blah. And then you got the other person that's like going, "Oh, so how much money did we raise, Erica? Oh my gosh, that is so great. We raised that much money, blah blah blah." Stuff. It's like a whole different. You got one side like that's supporting
Grieving.
what, and then you got the
Yeah.
other one that's like, "Wow, I can't
Yeah.
believe that she's really like, it's all about the dollar signs."
Yeah. I know.
So, that kinda thing. Maybe on another, episode, I'll pop it up, because it'll just be it's just funny to watch, but let me see what else I got here that we can, um, react to here. Yeah, here's one. Well, you know what? Actually, let me do this one since we already brought it up. This is on,
Hi. Hey, Jeffrey, how are you? How's everybody doing? Good? Oh, hi, Happy? Carrie. Is anybody hungry? I just feel like everybody's got to be hungry right now. Good. I was hoping you'd say that because I have this crazy idea that I will order pizza. And so if I do, I don't want it to go to waste. Who will eat pizza if I... Jennifer? Yes? Harrison? Yes? Yes?
Anyone in that crowd
All
eating
right.
pizza?
Too large? What do you think? I'm going to order some pizza. That's what
you what?
I said there ain't no one in that crowd eating pizza in those dresses and their anorexic selves are gonna order pizza and that you're gonna share it with her.
It's just weird, the whole thing.
No, it's so
Yeah.
weird. And then there's a clip of Adam Sandler, I believe,
Oh, and
with
Jennifer Aniston?
huh?
The one with him and Jennifer Aniston?
Yes, and they're talking about pizza and this whole thing. Okay, so in 2020, when I didn't have anything else to do, I did go down all those rabbit holes. And the pizza thing is, if you look through like code, it's like, it's disgusting, but it's like pizza, and then there's white sauce like fettuccine, and yeah, or red sauce, blood, which is marinara. And then they have hot dogs and forget what else, but there's a whole thing. Look it up. And it's through like police code too. Like that stuff, if you've ever seen, like, you know, you were involved in some of that, but you know how they say, can you tell me your address? And they're like A Alpha, blah, 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 whatever it is. So there's code through with the pedophiles that they do. Like, can you send a hot dog, need ketchup only, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah, it's disgusting. And then I thought, that is so ridiculous. That's out of this world. That is not true. Okay. And then you see clips like this, and then the other one, and then the other, and then it comes into being where you're like, okay, there's too many coincidences, you know, that it ends up being like you're listening. Like, did you see the ones that I'm so bad? What's the John Legend's wife?
Oh.
Teigen.
Oh,
saying
Christy Teigen?
Christy? Yeah. Did you see all her tweets that she was deleting through COVID? She's like watching tears and what is it called? Tiaras.
What?
Toddlers and tiaras.
Oh, toddlers and tiaras.
Come on, I have Alzheimer's. Okay, watching toddlers and tiaras. What I want to give to see these girls doing the splits, and I want to put myself in jail the way I want to. Blah blah blah. She put all these disgusting like pedo comments, and then she put like, when I fry my chicken, I always use baby powder because then it tastes just like infant ass or something. I mean, it's just oh my god, it goes on and on and on. Well, when people started catching on, then she was deleting them, and they're like, she was like, you're harassing me, and she was blocking everyone. But it's like these comments that they're writing, and then you just think, no, this is conspiracy, this is so weird, this can't be true. But it keeps going on and on and on and on. And for some reason, Ellen was supposed to be one of the worst ones.
Yeah,
Ellen and Tom Hanks.
Wow.
But I don't
know. They're oh god. Let me finish playing this.
I'll do. So I borrowed Pharrell's hat, and I thought I'd pass it around and get some money for the pizza, because nobody ever really what do you have, Harvey? 200?
200.
That's a
Does
start.
that cover it?
That's
Oh,
a
it's a
start.
start.
Let's see. What do you have, John? Would you have 20? Kevin?
20. That's for you.
There's another
Thanks so
sicko.
much.
Yeah.
Okay. Guess what? Pizza's here. Hello. Come on down. I lied. We weren't going backstage. Okay. So we have just vegetables with like tomato sauce. We have cheese. We have different kinds. Who's hungry? Who's gonna eat on this side? Okay.
This is weird.
Cheese. That's a cheese. Yeah. Julia wants cheese. Who's your favorite movie star? They're here. Well, who do you want to talk to? The whole thing? All right. Great. Great. And then I don't have any money. Who here has... Sandy? Where's Harvey Weinstein? Harvey.
Fine. Yuck.
Oh.
Yuck.
Oh, there's more. The mystery of... I didn't watch all this video, apparently. There's more. But anyway, that was weird. Just, well, everybody should know that Ellen is involved in a lot, because like the whole Diddy thing, and there's a lot of references and that. And yeah, it's sad because I used to really like watching her show.
I did too, and she seems so nice and genuine. Same with Tom Hanks. I mean, I loved Kevin Spacey, and I remember years and years ago seeing it probably People magazine or something, where Kevin Spacey said, I don't like to be involved with the public because I want every part I play to be believable. So I don't want them to see me with like a family or blah, blah, before he said he was homosexual. But even that, it's like he just wanted to keep his life private. And I thought, oh, that's great. I really like him. He has nobody has dirt on him, you know. And then all of a sudden he's like bleh, one of the worst.
Yep.
Which I don't know if he was one of the worst or if he was a guinea pig and he was just doing normal, creepy man stuff. I don't know, but he sure wasn't doing the casting couch like the rest of them,
Mhm.
you know. Yuck.
Yeah. All right. Well, I haven't seen this part, so we'll both get a good honest reaction out of this. All right.
Seem to agree on anything anymore except for two things. Pizza and us. And us.
You don't like cheese pizza?
I do like cheese.
Well, you just said you don't like cheese pizza. Yeah.
That isn't cheese pizza. I want some from Pizza Hut.
Pizza. All right, he'll like it. You're gonna eat it and you're gonna like it. Now listen.
We've known each other for years.
Yeah.
You've been to my house. We've had pizza. Girl after my own heart. Do we love a pizza or what? We love
Yes,
a
we
pizza.
do.
It's so much fun. Now, someone did.
I should do it more. And Aniston will say to me in the middle of the night, whenever I'm with her, something cool. She'll be like, "You see?" And I'll be like, "No, you're right. This is great. This is great." And then the next morning, she'll text me and say, "I know something. Wednesday night if you want." I'll be like, "Come on, we just did that Saturday thing. We don't have to do too much."
She likes to. She's busy all the time. I know she's the greatest host, but
She is a good
I
host.
like. I'm like I'm going to bed at 9. I can't come over. Your thing starts at 8:30. So
Yes, she can handle it. She
Yeah,
can handle it.
she
And her
can.
parties are incredible at her
yeah,
house, too.
yeah, she does have good parties, and she makes good pizza as well.
She makes great pizza,
Wonderful,
yes.
wonderful pizza. All right, just y'all are all like, whatever.
What's the pizza? Was it good? What?
That's the clip that I was
Yeah.
this right here's the clip. Okay, we've known each other for 46 years. Okay.
Mhm.
How many times have you and I ordered pizza together in 46 years?
I don't think we've ever. I
No.
don't recall. Ever.
No. We went to Peter Piper Pizza one time a couple years ago because it was nostalgic and we were out and I was leaving soon or something and we went to Peter Piper Pizza and I was all about how exciting and just the smell of it brought back all these childhood memories and everything. But we've been together 46 years. We don't
we
order.
We go to Arby's.
Yeah. Or
It's like somewhere like that.
or you'll say this is a good place to eat. This is a good place to eat. We never order pizza. Like, and if you are rich, are they trying to get us to relate to them? Like they're so wealthy, but they eat pizza like everybody else. And it's like, I would rather eat tacos,
Yeah.
than pizza. So if we're getting together, it's not gonna be like, oh my God, I love going to her house. She makes great pizza. I would be like,
Yeah.
Taco City, it's, I don't know. I
Yeah,
love,
we usually would go like Taco Bell, Arby's,
yeah,
or
yeah. And I
Wendy's,
love pizza.
Carl's Jr. I know
Carl's
that
Jr.
one's your favorite.
Exactly. I love
Oh.
pizza, but I would never. And then this is what rich people do. They talk all about pizza.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, ugh.
And then
And
when you
it
know,
but it's the way that they're saying it. I mean, you could tell that there's a hidden meaning behind
right.
what they're talking about, because it's just like, when anybody else is talking about something, it's kind of like, oh, we'll use this word, blah blah blah, and you'll know I'm talking about whatever, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Like going
Freckles,
out
right?
and smoking grass.
Yeah, let's get some
We
real
know
weed.
weed. And it's a weed in the yard. It's like, yeah, I got
Yeah,
weed, man. It's called
yeah,
dandelion, but I'm cool. Yeah. It's
right.
like the same thing. Like she has good pizza. She makes good pizza.
Yeah, what makes her pizza better than everybody else's?
Right. Right.
Yeah. Oh, but and then this is what kind of it disturbs me, because I love Adam Sandler. I'm a huge Adam Sandler fan. I love his movies. They make me laugh. And then I seen this clip and I'm like, because even like Jennifer Aniston, I really liked her too. And then whatever, there was a movie that she did. I don't know what it was called, but she's like this horrible boss, horrible
Oh,
boss,
okay.
or whatever. And it just showed a whole other side of her as an actress that I just didn't really care for, that style. But most of her movies I like, but the horrible boss one, I I didn't care for. I thought it was just kind of nasty, but for her, you know.
Yeah.
And but yeah, let's see what this clip is.
pizza was better than Clooney's. They both made, everybody made a certain kind of pizza.
There's no pizza we didn't love.
Something that he does. 5 different kinds. 5 different kinds or 6 different kinds of pizza that night. Clooney's was excellent. Miles, what?
One lady was like, how many cheeses, Jerry? Jerry was like, 7 different cheeses. 7 different cheeses. People were eating the fucking pizza going crazy. Oh my God, I taste the cheeses, Jerry. I taste the cheeses. They brought me my piece of pizza. I took a bite. I couldn't fucking believe it. Best pizza I've ever had in my life. Best fucking pizza I've ever had. Had some type of lettuce on it. I've never tasted this shit. Type of white baby's got some type of lettuce on it. Wait till you taste the lettuce. White baby's got some type of lettuce on it. Type of white baby's got some type of lettuce on it.
Mm.
All right. See, it just becomes overwhelming. It's like you hear it over and over and over. Pizza, pizza, pizza. 7 kinds of cheese into pizza. And we're having 5 different kinds of pizza. We just talked about 46 years of friendship and how much pizza have we ordered or talked about. I mean, I don't even know what pizza you like. But, you know, in general, I bet you don't know what kind I like either. And here they are, just pizza, pizza, pizza. And you're like, sounds kind of trivial, but
Well, I think actually the last time that we were together, we did go have pizza at Westgate. That I forget what it was called, Roses or something.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But see, I mean, it's not.
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah. And
not,
so,
but we eat pizza here a lot.
we do too. We do too.
Oh
My
my
husband's
God.
Italian. I mean,
In
we
fact,
love.
we
Right.
just had pizza last night.
But we don't talk about it. It doesn't just,
Right.
you know. But
Yeah. Thin crust pizza. I had chicken and spinach.
yeah, there you go.
It was supposed to be white sauce, but he ordered it with red sauce, and I was like, ugh. But
See?
yeah,
And
funny.
then, so 2020, I went down the rabbit hole and I started listening to the conspiracy and the QAnon stuff. I'm sorry, Q and Anon, I was told. And I didn't believe any of that stuff where they were saying like, oh, the good guys are taking over and we just have to be patient and all this. I didn't believe any of that. But what I did look at some of the stories that people were talking about and they're like, okay, there has to be a general a general story. Something's going into this. Something's feeding all of this. And then when you start looking at, oh, so-and-so was arrested for child this, pornography, child this. And then these actors are coming out and saying, we had to do this, we had to do that if you wanted the part. And back in the day, then Hollywood makes you look crazy. Look at Corey Feldman. Everyone's ripping on Corey Feldman. Everyone's saying what a wacko Corey Feldman is. And I saw a video of him singing. He comes out here a couple times a year to do these festivals, which so does Rick Springfield. I mean, they're washed up in that sense, but they still love what they're doing and they love making music and they love going to these festivals and these crowds and they do great. And I love going. I haven't went to Corey's, but people are making fun of him like, ew, like, why is he trying to dance like Michael Jackson? Why is he this? I'm like, he's trying to do what he loves. Just leave him alone. But they make him look like a weirdo. They make him look like an outcast. They try to, so everyone won't believe him.
He's been trying for years to try to get this information out, and no one would give him the time of day. And I feel so bad for him. I mean, yeah, he's kind of a little weird now, but
would you be?
Yeah, I mean, but look at what's her name, Amanda Bynes. I mean, look what happened to her.
And Britney
Spears, and you know, and what's his name, the one that was with Diddy, Justin Bieber. You know,
yeah,
it's like
terrible.
All of them have been like affected by all this stuff, and it's like, but they're traumatized in such a way that it's hard for them to talk about it. And Amanda Bynes is just like, I mean, like, she's so out there. Like, it's not even the same girl. And Britney Spears. I mean, isn't even the real Britney. I mean, you don't even know who's real or not real anymore,
I
you
know.
know?
I know, but they chewed him up and spit him out. And I would think back when they tried to do it to Kirk Cameron, and I love,
That
love,
he
love,
left.
love that God, he held tight to God and he stayed on the right path and he gave it all up for that. But it's amazing how he's still very popular. But I got to see him at the March for Life a couple years ago, which was very exciting. And then I never watched the show he was on when he was younger, when we were 80s, 90s, whatever.
Growing Pains?
We didn't watch TV. You know me. I didn't
Oh,
watch this.
yeah.
Still don't watch TV. So when people are like, "Oh, who's this? Who that?" Yeah, I've never seen. Well, I saw Stand by Me, but I've never seen Goonies. I've never seen anything else Corey Feldman's ever been in because I don't watch movies. I didn't then. I don't now. But they broke my heart because when they just abuse those kids beyond function. And for him to still be out there, still doing his music. If he came here, I would go just to support him. I'm not a fan, I'm not a fangirl. I'm not nothing. Just to be like, you do you, man. Like you earned it. Go just be happy,
Yeah. Well, you mentioned Michael Jackson because Corey
Mhm.
Feldman kind of like emanates him in his performance and stuff. But he was friends with Michael Jackson.
Yes, he
And
was.
and the thing is too that I just saw a video yesterday or something. I don't remember what if it was something I read or saw, but Michael Jackson, his Neverland, it's like it's coming out that like actually, people were trying to put it on him that he was a pedophile and that he was doing all this weird stuff to these kids. But when in actuality, Neverland was actually supposed to be a safe place for these kids to go to because to keep them away from uh Epstein Island or whatever. It was kind of like a rescue or a safe place for them. And so they
Yeah, because
had,
he never got a childhood. He never got a child. Michael Jackson never got a
mhm,
childhood. They put him out there working, doing that stuff. He never got a childhood. So he
mhm.
built that, and it's interesting. It's actually interesting that in the 80s, I believe that came out, or in the 90s, I want to say 80s, that he was molesting those kids or whatever. But we don't know who they were. That was secret and silent. But yet the people that did go and stay with Michael Jackson, like
Macaulay
Corey
Culkin.
Feldman, Macaulay Culkin, they all say no.
Yeah.
Absolutely no. He was amazing. When my
Mhm.
parents weren't, he was. He was my refuge. He was my safe space. And people refuse. Well, we can't believe Macaulay Culkin or Corey Feldman, but we'll believe some rando. We don't even know his name, and got paid off. That's fine. But people who are
Mhm.
legit close to him were children, and to this day now they're grown people with their own children who could say, yep, absolutely, this happened, and they say, nope, never. He was amazing to me.
Mhm.
And Hollywood and mainstream media, they don't like that. They don't like he was amazing. They like the gossipy, gross, disgusting stories.
Yeah.
So
And then what happens to the people that are actually good, or doing something right, but because they don't want the truth to come out, and I believe that Michael Jackson was starting to speak out, or maybe in a way, even in hidden messages of some sort, trying to get the word out, and then he ends up dead.
what about Prince?
All of those guys,
Prince
and
was,
and
and
Anne Hesh.
yeah, and who was
Watch.
Chris? I don't know because I'm not good at names or bands or anything. Um, the guy who,
Oh, Chris Cornell?
yes,
Mhm.
and the Bourdain, the chef,
Oh,
Anthony Bourdain. He was going to do. They were doing a thing on the Lost Children or something like that. It was called, and he traveled all around the world and he saw organ harvesting, child trafficking, and they were making something about that for the children, and they all hung themselves with a scarf, or I mean a tie or a belt from a doorknob.
Mm-hmm.
And Kate Spade,
Yep.
same thing. Like, oh my gosh, how
It's everywhere. It's like it doesn't even matter. Like the French, they're everyone. All these rich people were involved in some way, and if they didn't participate or didn't want to be involved in the dirty way, um, they disappeared.
then they unalived themselves.
Yep. It's kind of funny how all these people did that to themselves.
Well, all the people that were working to make children or people aware of the children hurting and the child trafficking. And now that the Epstein list is out, I have not looked at it. I don't know how to get into it or look at it. It's supposedly accessible. I haven't tried. But in 2020, when we were all home and fragile and not mentally at the best state in our mind, I was looking into all that stuff about Chris Cornell and Anthony Bourdain and Michael Jackson and Prince and Sinead O'Connor, all those people that really were trying to do that. And there was times I just could not sleep. It would be on my mind, or I'd fall asleep and wake up in a panic. And it was like the thought of the world being that evil and that bad, talking about we wouldn't be able to handle it. No, I don't think we would be able to handle it because I didn't have anything concrete. All I had was maybe what people, conspiracy theories that people put out there. Now you see like, oh, that one was true, that one was true, that one was true. And there's one of the guys on TV. I just watched a clip. Bill Maher, maybe. He apologized for because all the child trafficking stuff's coming out, and they said MAGA was crazy. MAGA was conspiracy theorists, and the Save the Children, children not for sale. All that was a big joke to them. And now he's like, man, I apologized coming out that it was real, that they were doing that. Wow. Epstein was, deep in it. And why did she get arrested? Why did Ghislaine Maxwell get arrested? Why is she arrested? He was arrested, but not one client's been arrested. Don't they have people? I mean, there's victims and there's people who ran it, but we don't have any clients.
I saw something where you remember when like Madeleine McCann, I don't know if the age is right or not because I don't know when she disappeared, but supposedly that maybe Giselle is Madeleine when they compare the pictures or whatever.
I'll tell you my thoughts on that. Because they also said that she helped kidnap Madeleine. She helped kidnap John Bonet. She did this, that, whatever. And John Bonet is really this person or that person. And the kid.
Well, now they say that it's Erica Kirk is John Bonet.
Right. Okay.
Like the whole pageant thing, blah, blah, blah.
Right. Remember JFK Jr., who died in a plane crash with his wife, Bassett? They were like, oh, Erica Kirk is their child. And I'm just like, oh my God, you people. So wacko and regular, like what's going on, ended up together. So that's why I would never support like the QAnon and all that. But a lot of the people, that I met for QAnon was, they were rational thinkers, and they were doing stuff like we're doing, like, why did this happen? And why did this happen? Why did this happen? It was nothing. And then you had the complete wackos who threw in like, Ghislaine Maxwell, whatever her name is the Madeleine McCann. Her father is like a very well-known person. Her childhood and everything was very well documented. When you just throw these things out there in that room, puts them into a package, and it just makes everything look crazy. But that's their goal. Then they make everyone crazy, and then nothing's true. Well, no, when you really look at it, But how do you have this woman doing all this stuff and she gets arrested, but they don't have any clients? Oh, we know who the clients are. They just don't want to tell us.
Mm-hmm.
According to them, Prince Andrew's the only one that is a client, and Clinton, but you know, nobody
Well, it's
wants
gonna be
to go.
interesting to see what that whole deal is because they're testifying or something.
I
The
know.
Clintons. So I don't know. I haven't really paid that close attention to that part like recently. So, but since we were talking about, um, people getting and
Getting their way
connected to
or
getting
their
connect and being connected to the wrong people
okay.
and being like Ellen is connected to this one and this one was freaking
I
crazy.
still don't understand it. And when I saw it at first, I thought it was a joke.
Yeah. So here we go.
Told us was that the CIA can intercept anything from anyone, number one. Number two, they can remotely take control of your car through the car's embedded computer. To do what? To make you drive off a bridge, into a tree, to make you kill yourself, and make it look like an accident.
And this morning we have some sad news about actress Anne Hayes. She is in a coma after a car crash a week ago. And her family said last night she is not expected to...
What's that?
Hmm?
She's right there. She sat up. They said that she died at the scene, right? But then they were like, oh, she's in a coma. But yet, right there, she's on a stretcher, and she was in a body bag, and then pops up, but then they were like, she's dead. Do you see this?
Yes, and look at the way the fire engine, the people, the this and that, it looks so staged. Like, wouldn't EMTs bring her?
Mm-hmm.
And are they putting her in an ambulance?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so firemen don't put you in the ambulance, but let's just say there were no EMTs there, even though they drove the ambulance there. And so firemen actually put her in there.
I never really noticed that until you just said that.
Yeah, but okay, maybe I'm completely whack and I don't know, because I mean, I would just think EMTs. Every time I've ever been in an ambulance with other
you're right.
people, yeah, with
You're
other
right.
people, the firemen do not put them in there. The EMT do. But let's just say
And they're in full, like they're wearing their uniform like they're fighting a fire.
Right. Like, why do they have their hard hats on when you're just
Let me
walking
rewind this. I'm
in LA street or wherever that is, California? It's got to be warm, and you're literally, and no one said, oh, maybe they said car fire, but try to move, like, just when it first goes into the screen, like, to see the above shot.
This morning we have some sad news about actress Anne Hayes. She is in a coma after a car crash a week ago. And her family said last night she is not expected to survive.
Did she appear in any way inebriated or drunk or impaired?
She did not. She wasn't slurring her words. She had bright, beautiful blue eyes. She was just a sweet girl.
Right now, the LAPD is investigating Anne for misdemeanor DUI and hit and run. They're looking into what role drugs or alcohol may have played in the collision.
Broke up with her because she had a lot of money, or you broke up with her because...
I broke up with her because her goal was to have a lot of money, and mine was to find love, and hers was I want 60 billion. Good luck. Why do you think she tried to put me in an institution, folks? I have not rambled on about her for one single moment. For 20 years, I have withheld my understanding. I have been canceled since the day I was born. I've been buried since the day I was born. Every single truth that I spoke, I was hit more, buried more, fucked more, or despised more.
Because you're gonna have her wear it, and
all right.
Yo, Ellen, we go so far back. You don't tell these people how far back we go.
I know, but I wear T-shirts. I don't know what that means. Anyway, all right, let's.
I mean,
do all that.
Okay.
All right.
I can hesitate too if the joke didn't work.
No, it's okay.
I don't want no problems.
No, it's okay.
Hey, so cheers. Hey.
why did Anne look like she just jumped up out of that body bag? And she was naked, apparently. Like, she looked naked. You could see her
Yeah.
back.
Mhm.
And you were driving naked, or let's say you had a health crisis, but you were zipped up in that bag. You weren't being taken over there. You were zipped up, and the whole view, I mean, the red trucks and the fire truck number on top and everything, the way it looked, and they all had fireman hats on. Like, where were the EMTs? And what, you're right. Why were they in full gear? Like, you got there,
Mhm.
there's no fire. Like, I don't know. Just that one shook me, and I thought it was fake. I thought that
Mhm.
video was fake when it first happened. I'm like, oh, this is one of those conspiracy theorists. They made this,
Mhm.
and then no, that was their official thing. And you know what's
Yeah,
weird?
and then she ends up dying. Like,
Right.
so she was in a coma, and then she was dying, but why would you put her in a body bag, like, at the scene?
Right? Because, well, yeah, I guess if you're horribly disfigured and they think you're dead, they're gonna put you in a body bag. But no, I don't think that's true. See, I'm not
I'm
a
not dead.
medical.
I'm alive.
I
You
know.
know?
I guess somebody could tell us. I would think you have to have the coroner come and pronounce them dead before you put them in a body bag. I don't know.
Yeah, that whole thing is just off. And,
So,
but you know what? It is scary though that, when you really think about how cars are, everything is electronic, and it's like, oh, there's a movie that's out. Oh,
oh, that's a creepy one with Julia Roberts,
yes.
and it's by Obama. The Obamas.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Where all the cars just freaking just start driving on their own.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's some
And
scary
that's the
crap.
same thing that's going to happen if we do central banking, all electric cars. You don't make your car payment. Boom, your car doesn't start. You don't pay your electric bill. Boom, your credit card's shut off. They're going to have everything electronic, so you have no control over anything. Yeah,
Control your
exactly. Oh,
money,
yeah,
your
everything.
vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it's like if you want, you need to go. They don't make cars like they used to. Everything is electronic. And that's what's scary, and unless you have like an old 70, 80, and older, you're
They're trying to
screwed.
phase them out, though. They were trying to say everyone has to have an electric car by a year, whatever,
Yeah, screw
2030.
that. I ain't
Yeah,
driving no damn electric car.
I know. I know. It's crazy.
Well, you won't need anything else because you're not gonna be able to leave your territory. You're gonna
Your
be in your
15-minute city. Yeah,
Yes.
you don't need anything because they're going to keep you in your 15-minute radius. Yep.
Mhm. Oh
Terrifying.
my god. I have, like, so much
I
I mean,
know.
I don't know how long we should go on this episode, but, I mean, like, I still
Well,
have
we
a
can
lot.
let it, yeah, we can let it rest on that. But I definitely have to say, I feel for Anne Heche, and I feel for all of those gentlemen that we talked about, that I feel like that was the way life is. And I would never want to have to sell my soul for any reason, let alone,
Mhm.
being in that deep, trying to
Let
get
me just
out.
double check, make sure I don't have anything else that goes with what we're talking about right now.
Oh,
Let's see.
this conversation could be a part 25.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This'll go on, but, I mean, as far as everything in regards to what topics we have been covering today, I think we're good on. I think we could make a whole other episode just alone on the other stuff, and they'll all kind of, go together as
Mm-hmm.
well, but, yeah, let me,
I can tell you when I first got
yeah.
into Twitter, when I didn't watch TV my whole life, so I first got into Twitter 2020, and it wasn't new. I was new. And the first thing I got trying to get in and look around and see what was going on, and I realized I was way more right than I thought I was.
Mhm.
Right leaning than left leaning, because
Mhm.
every time I would question something and people get like, what are you, blind? What are you, stupid? You must be retard. You can't even figure out, like, Trump's this and they're that and they want to do this. And then I would just sit back and see the other side doing those things. And I'm like, how does that make sense? But then the right people be like, oh, sweetie, join us. We're not going to do that. And then other people would say, well, that's really culty, and that's why you're feeling more comfortable. That's what people do to get you in their cult. So I was just trying to look at both sides and step back and really figure out what was going on. But when I started going down those rabbit holes, and I thought, okay, God's in control. That's all you can do. That's all. I mean, I wanted to wash my hands of all of it. I still was very right leaning, and I did a lot of right leaning stuff. But I just thought, oh, God needs to place his blessings on this land, because we are in an evil spot that I can't do, And but I think there's so many more. There's so many more things like, did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Did you see?
Yeah. I mean, all this stuff, or even everything that we've talked about today, it's eye-opening for sure,
Yes.
and I don't think there's any way that people can be like, "Oh, it's a conspiracy," anymore, because, I mean, it's like the truth's coming out. The
Yeah.
truth is coming out, you know?
Yeah, it is. But that's what the right leaning people would say to me, do your research, check before you jump in, don't let people insult you, keep peace with God and seek the truth. That I would love to hear from anybody.
Mhm.
That's my jam. That's my language. Seek truth, be open, love people, and we'll come together with answers and questions. Not, you're so dumb, you must be blind. Me. Are you kidding me? You stupid, whatever. And you must be this. I had someone say, I could tell you're a racist by the look, something like I could tell you're racist by the inbred look on your face, or something like that. Yeah, it was, yeah. And I was cheek to cheek in my profile picture with Andrew. And we were at a rally, a Trump rally. It was the day before the election where he won. And we had mega hats on and red shirts. Maybe he didn't win. No, he didn't win. That was the year he did not. Did he win? I don't remember. He won. So that year he won. But it was the night before. We were at a rally to see him, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, you guys look so cute," because we were in matching red. And then that was my profile picture. And then the person wrote that, and I was like, "Oh, you can tell that I'm racist because my inbred face next to my son, who's black." Okay. And then I had one person who apologized, but the original person did not. But I was just like, that's so, like, people are going to listen to you when you come at them like that. Sure. It's like, okay, I'm going to pray for you, and I'm going to sign off now because y'all are mean. That's what I learned. Bunch of meanies.
Oh, I think the word racist is so overly used and wrongly used. I don't think
Yes.
people really understand the true meaning of racism,
Yes.
and I think those who want to be the victims of racism are the ones that use it. They overuse it. So,
Yes.
but whatever. If they think I'm a racist, they can think whatever they want. I know what I am.
Yes, and I think kids misuse it in general because they think it's a get out of jail free card, or the ultimate insult. So if you're a person of color that's being targeted, that's they're the person who's targeting you. That's something in there, but they use that as the biggest insult. I cannot believe, I tell you, having black children, I cannot tell you how racist or ignorant. I don't even know if it's racist, because the words they're saying are racist, but if it's just like, I want to hurt this person as much as possible, and you're picking out the blatant obvious that they're black. But it's like, if someone's overweight, the kids go for that straight up.
Oh,
But
yeah.
what makes me think that parents don't talk to their kids enough is how many ignorant people have said stuff to my kids because they're black. And then, I go marching over to their folks' house and be like, have you talked to your kid? But they get it on their own because they want to reach for the most hurtful thing they can. But the parents, you can say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, but sometimes I
Right.
think kids are kids, and they just say the most awful, mean things. But,
Yep.
Twitter
Facts.
is, or X, to me was like that, like kindergarten. People
I
just
never even got I've never ever had Twitter, X, whatever, until recently. Until when you started talking about Grok or whatever. And
Yes.
then being Twitter or X, whatever it is more in order to find out more what I wanted to know, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go on there because I feel like maybe it may lean more one sided to the right, um, but at least I can just see what I want to see, you
Yes.
know, and
Yes.
so I just follow a few people, but I rarely even go on there. I'm stuck on TikTok. I'm
Yeah.
a TikTok.
I like minute to minute. I like minute to minute on site news. That's why I like X,
Mhm.
because you will be watching CNN and they'll be saying, "Oh, it's so peaceful. People are," and then they show on Twitter the person's standing there and there's this huge fire and people being beaten, and
Mhm.
so I like to see the real goings
Yeah.
on, not the narratives we're showed. But there's a lot of garbage on there, just like anywhere else. But I think there's a lot, of people, and it's more right leaning now. When
Mhm.
COVID was happening, and it was so left leaning, you couldn't do anything without them censoring you or blocking you or whatever. So it's gotten a lot better,
Mhm.
but I try not to sit in like just like the preaching to the choir stuff. I
Yeah.
don't like just the same people that say the same thing. I want to know
Yeah.
what's really going on.
Well, and the thing is too, I think the movies that are out, and I think they're either prophetic that they're showing us what's gonna happen
Mm.
in the future,
Hmm.
or things that have happened. And I believe, like, okay, the name of that movie that Julia Roberts was in is called Leave the World Behind.
Behind, yes, yes.
So that movie, oh my god, it's kinda freaky actually to watch, but I suggest that people watch that movie because, I mean, especially people who wanna drive Teslas that are driving, these smart cars and, you know think twice about
Well, and
and we got I don't know if you guys have these out there, those Waymos, the self-driving, cars. You haven't seen oh my god, you haven't seen those?
I don't
They have
know.
them here.
I
They're
live,
they're they're white cars, but no one drives them. They drive themselves, and people use them. They're like Ubers, and people get rides, and it drives them wherever, but, like, sometimes they
Tom
just aren't
Tom
very
talks
smart.
about that all the time, but there's no way I would do it. I mean, I
Mm-mm,
don't do it, but
mm-mm. You
I'm
never seen them out there?
no, and I live in the suburbs. Maybe they're in the city. I don't
Oh,
know.
maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, I would think they would go wherever people need a ride to, I would think, but
Oh, I have not seen them, but I wouldn't take one.
yeah,
But
me neither.
that Leave the World Behind. Now I got to look it up and watch it. I didn't watch it, but I heard a lot about it.
Oh, you haven't
Okay.
watched it? I
No,
think it was on Netflix last I saw it. If it's still on there, I don't know.
yeah, I don't have Netflix. I don't have anything,
Mm.
and I don't watch movies, so maybe I can look it up through or read about it. But the
Mhm.
one thing was I just remember all of the stuff that they were going through and all of the survival things, and the one girl just was like completely obsessed with watching Friends instead of
Yeah.
actually surviving. But that
Mhm.
was just showing kind of like the fickleness of what we've created and what our
Mhm.
life will become, that we're
Mhm.
like the world's falling down all around us and we're just gonna be like, oh, I want to watch Friends. So
All this does everything that's going on, it just makes me wish I had a safe room. I wish I had a safe room in my house or like in some kind of like an underground shelter that I could go to. But, I mean, really, what's gonna happen if I do go down there and, everything's falling apart outside, and do you ever see that one movie with Brendan Fraser when his parents had an underground place, and it was and then they ended up building a store on top of it, and they come out like, I don't know, 25 years in the future, and and so he's
No, I'm not a survivalist kind of person. What was that movie 2012? Was that with John Cusack? 2012. It was supposed to be
what
like, or was
was
that
it?
that world ending movie or whatever?
I thought
Anyway, I don't
2012 was the earthquake one, or with The Rock.
I don't remember.
Oh, maybe. Let me look. Let me look.
Okay, all I know is any of those movies in the beginning, even I can tell you the one I really did see.
Yeah,
Independence.
John Cusack.
Okay, remember Independence Day?
Mhm.
When in the beginning, like the alien ships coming and the ones like, and the wave like went over them, or the rocks fell on them, or they were in India and they're talking on the phone and they're, that's gonna be me. That 2012 one, I want that to be me. The 2012 movie, they showed them trying to get on a boat. It wasn't a boat, it was a cruise thing that they built for survival, and people were pushing each other off into the and killing, and they had to have like a lottery. You wanted, and I was just like, no, I want to go up front. I want to be one of the. I'm ready, Jesus. I'm ready to meet my maker. Goodbye, world. I won't. I don't
Mhm.
want to kill my neighbors for a can of beans. I don't want to fight off zombies. I don't
Nope.
want to have to go underground and come out and cockroaches are only thing alive. I'm not an adventurous person.
I'm just gonna cower down and be like, just do it, man.
I
Just
know.
take
I
me
was
out.
like, please, yes, I'm good.
I'm like,
And
I don't have the energy. I'm not physically able to survive that in the future. So
no,
I'm
and
just
we
be
were,
like, just
when Walking Dead was big, I didn't watch it, but I watched it a little bit of it here and there, and we were talking with some of my friends and their kids, all our kids. We're kind of like, okay, so if like that happens, sorry, we love you, moms, but you're the bait. Like you run the slowest, so you're gonna have to distract the zombies and be eaten while we go run. I'm like, great, I'm zombie bait. That's all I'm good for.
yeah, I'll
But
be the one be going, just go, run, run.
right,
No, we
right,
can't leave
I
you
got it.
behind. No,
I'll hold
just
them off.
go.
Yeah,
Just go.
yeah.
It's
The
like,
future
yeah.
belongs to you. You must go on.
And then you're like, going,
I want to go first. I don't want all that drama.
no, I
Oh,
don't. I don't really,
that's
like. I don't know that I really want to see it. I don't want to live it. I don't want to
Oh,
be
I
a
don't want
part
to
of it.
see it either. And there was this is a long time ago. I did watch this show, True Blood, and they had a vampire, and he was 1,000 years old, and he wanted to meet the sun. That's how they died and got to go. And his children or whatever didn't want him to, and he was saying, I've seen 1,000 years of pain and suffering. And he had like this accent with the way he would draw out the word 1,000 years. Like it was like I cry every time I think about it. He didn't say I have seen 1,000 years of love and progression and amazing humanity. It was 1,000 years of pain and suffering. And I was like, I don't want to live forever. I will sign off. I'm ready to go to eternity forever. That will be my thing, but not here on earth with the 1,000 years of pain. Nope. So
God, there's so much more. Oh my gosh. I'm like, I love that we're on this now because there's so many things that I've been
ready to
dying to
fucking
talk
roll.
about.
I know.
And I'll be digging out more videos because
Okay.
I think
Okay.
we could be going on.
I have
This
some things here in the
definitely.
future, girl. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not to it, and I don't watch TV that much, but I definitely have some, obvious thoughts on the matter.
Yeah,
But
just let me know what you want to
yeah,
chat about because I'll find some videos and we'll pull them
46
up.
years and we never talked that much about pizza.
Mm-mm. Or
Right?
conspiracies,
Oh
We
yeah.
just do us. We just always done
know.
us. We
I know.
living in the moment,
And
There's like
what's so
never a
funny
care in the world.
And we're so compliant, like we were. You know, we were always like, oh, they said wear a mask. We better wear a mask. And then we were like, you want me to wear a mask? No. You want that? No. You want it? No.
I surrender.
Oh, you were little. You have your white flag. I don't have mine, but I have
I
mine.
surrender.
Yeah, that's what happened when they were like insisting. I was like, red flag, what's going on?
Pizza, red flag.
I know, red flag, all those signs, red flag. It's
Yeah.
Yep.
Now I need a flag that says bullshit on it.
Says what? Oh.
Yes.
It took me a sec. I got it.
I just don't want to, I was like, bullshit.
I know. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. Oh my God, that's good. Okay.
I wish I could just
start
make some
talking.
like little sound effect buttons that I can just be like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But
And that
yeah,
is
I'm not that creative. I don't know how to do all that stuff.
Oh my God, that's funny. I know.
Oh man.
All right. Well,
But
there's our soapbox for today.
I just learned something new. Look at that.
Oh, likey.
Yeah. Like and subscribe if you like the content that we're putting out. There will definitely be more of this and more of our opinions and thoughts on what's going on in the world today.
And leave a comment if you'd like us to ramble on about something.
Yeah. We'll try not to ramble, but you know, we'll give our 2 cents on it.
Oh yeah, been 46 years. We can gab. The gift of gab.
Yeah. If you want to gab with us, let us know. You can drop
And
us
you'll
an email.
realize that you're not alone in the world with all those questions and all those coincidences.
You can be on our show if you'd like. Just drop us an email. Right here. Email us if you have a topic you would like to discuss. Or if you want to be a guest on our show, then just email us or leave a comment and it'll be fun. You know, we can start
fun.
bringing some people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's got an opinion. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. We may not agree, but that's the beauty of
Right. And we are very open-minded. Totally willing to hear other sides and other things that
and
people
you
have
never
said.
know. You might change my mind. Prove me
Right.
wrong. No. You know, prove me wrong.
No, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I was a supporting Turning Point and now I'm not. So
I know.
Stuff
I know.
happens. There's,
Yep.
you never know. All right. Well, on that note, we're gonna end this show and we'll definitely have a part 2 on this. So stay tuned for the next one. Peace.
Bye.
Bye-bye.